What's up, YouTube? Thank you so much for tuning in today. We've gotten lots of rain in my county, but not here. I just wanted to show you guys real briefly before we get into the video, the area when we came back, June 30th time frame. Can't even tell it was there, can you? We've had, within the past day, we've had about an inch of rain, today being Sunday when I'm filming this, the most. You still got brown, you still got that look of where, summer is taking a toll on the fescue. But I just wanted to show you, man, I cannot believe this is the first time in having a lawn where I've had severely damaged, well, dormant, not really damaged, more like dormant grass, and it's come back through heavily watering it and natural rain. Now, I will say we've had parts of my county has received flooding. Right around our church, about 20 miles away, they had about 4 inches of rain. Here, we've only had about an inch. We've not gotten anywhere near that much. But also look at the bank. I mean, just look with the 505, from GCI liquid that we applied. The color's looking pretty awesome. The bank is almost fully recovered as well. So anyways, jumping into it while we're over here, we're going to talk about Fusillade herbicide today. And my intentions before we got all this rain was to come right here and use this area as like a little test plot right by the drain. And that is because we've got wild Bermuda. As you can see, we got some random broadleaf right there on the right, but we've got fescue here, and also wild Bermuda. This is one of the areas where it's been around for a long time. It's also creeping in different areas, even right here on the side. You can see the little runners right here on the driveway. So because of the rain, we're not able to spray. I wanted to go ahead and apply it, even though I wasn't going to film it. I wanted to go ahead and apply Fusilade, but we'll talk about why. But obviously it's because of the rain. The rain ruined my plans, but it turns out that's a good thing. So without further ado, let's get into the video. What's up, YouTube? It's Mr. Ferguson here once again. Thank you guys for coming back for another video here in Central North Carolina. If you're new to the channel, I'm a DIYer, a do-it-yourself guy, self-taught lawn care guy. I don't know everything, don't know anything near everything about lawn care. I've studied by a lawn care plan through Alan Hain, the Lawn Care Nut, GCI Turf, studied on YouTube some of the professionals out there, and I just do my best to have the best looking lawn I can here in the neighborhood. We've been pretty successful here, and so thank you. You've got access, free content to all the history in my channel if you want to observe it, look at it. Where we've come from is a long ways from where we used to be, but thank you so much for tuning in today. Today we want to talk about Fusillade herbicide. What is that? Well, I got told through the YouTube community here on my own channel, Mr. Ferguson, you should check out Fusilade. Mr. Ferguson, if you want to handle Bermuda, wild Bermuda, you should check out Fusilade. So the reason why Fusilade came in the comments is because I've made several videos over the past 2 years or so about wild Bermuda creeping in this time of year in my lawn. As we've been talking about the past several videos, you guys have clearly seen where my lawn, I came back from vacation, as I alluded to in the beginning of this video. We had a lot of dormant grass, a lot of damaged grass from lack of water in my lawn. When that happens, it opens up. Not only is our pre-emergent prodiamine ending around the time of June, but also when we have grass going dormant, weeds and wild grasses begin to take advantage of that and begin to pop up in our lawn. I've seen, and I was even going to make a video on this, but we'll mention it. I've seen on the edges of the concrete and stuff, and even really on the edge of the road, I've seen a lot. We've had wild weeds just pop up all over the place now. I need to actually do a treatment of triplet, but we'll talk about that possibly on another video. Today, we want to focus on Fusilade. And so what is Fusillade herbicide? What I've pulled up, and I'll show you guys screenshots here on the video, but I pulled up doyourown.com, do my own, I always say that, domyown.com. We're gonna use it, Fusilade 2 herbicide, for a quart of it, 32 ounces, which is what I believe I have, is $87. I don't know if that's what I paid for it because I bought it last year sometime, but I'm gonna read the information through here, and as I read it, I'll try to do my best to do screenshots. So as as we just mentioned, the price of it is $87.40, and they do offer free shipping. As we scroll down the page here, the product overview. I'm just going to read this and I'll throw it on the screen. Fusilade 2 Turf Ornament Herbicide is a selective post-emergent herbicide that controls a long list of perennial and annual grass, weeds in turf and landscaped areas. Not only is Fusilade 2 fast and effective, but it can be applied as a spot treatment or an over-the-top application without damaging ornamental plants. It can also be used to remove Bermuda grass from tall fescue and zoysia grass when used at reduced rates. Fusilade 2 can stand up to rain after only 1 hour of application. It is recommended that non-ionic surfactant be used when applying Fusilade 2. That's actually something I don't have. Not that we'll get back to that in a minute. I need to actually get a surfactant, but one of the main things is this is one of the treatments of Fusilade 2, which is why I purchased it, which is why the commenters here on my channel told me about it, is to remove wild Bermuda grass from fescue lawns. And when you're talking about Bermuda, Bermuda is one of the toughest grasses out there to kill. And even in here, they say several applications of Fusilade may be needed to even kill Bermuda, because Bermuda it comes back, man. How many people out there, I know I have cut that junk slow, has used Roundup, and it comes right back. It is just a very, very tough grass. So next, we're going to go into the details, and we'll throw that on the screen as well. You see the active ingredient there at the top. The target grasses, and I want to talk about this for a second: barnyard, crabgrass, large, smooth, and southern, foxtail, goosegrass, quackgrass, witchgrass, wild oat, and many others. I think I've got, and you guys may have noticed this by the tree ring in my front yard, I believe I have some quack or barnyard grass right there. It's that grass, if you have fescue, if you have that grass, that every time it rains, you have a couple clumps that always shoot up first above the fescue, and it's like always a ½ an inch taller, and it grows super fast. I've got some of that on the side of my house. I got some in the front yard. I plan on, when I'm able to apply this, we'll talk about that in a second, I want to hit those clumps of grass as well. You could cut it up and pull it out, but I think it'd be more fun to test Fusilade and see if it knocks it out or not. For use in landscaped areas, nurseries, greenhouses, parks, sport fields, golf courses, commercial and residential areas. Application rate, it will vary based on but for me and for this property that I'm on, 0.4 to 0.6 ounces per 1,000 square feet. So very, very little. I've heard from a lot of people in the comments that, Mr. Ferguson, don't use too much. Definitely go by the label rate. It can harm your grass. And we'll get into that again, as I keep saying, in a second. And so it's a pet safe, yes, professional product, group 1 herbicide. And so moving down, it says Fusilade 2 works fast, moving quickly into the shoots, roots, rhizomes, stolons, and growing points of the treated plants. Weed growth is soon arrested, and within just 1 week, there will be a loss of vigor, yellow or reddening, and eventual death of treated grass and weeds. So there you go. And let me go back and scroll down a little bit more. There was one more thing that I wanted to read off this site. And that is one of the questions here. I'll throw it on the screen here. It says, I have strands of Bermuda throughout my fescue lawn. Too much to hand pull and destroy. I need a chemical to kill just the fescue. I think he meant kill just the Bermuda, because he says I have strands of Bermuda in my, so anyways, he mistyped. But anyways, Bermuda would be considered a grassy weed, so you need a product that is geared towards grassy weeds and not broadleaf. We want to be clear that Bermuda can be suppressed, but is very difficult to kill completely. It will take multiple treatments to finally kill it, but Fusilade 2 is usually the go-to product for this issue. This is directly off the product label, and it goes through the usage, and it goes through all that. But the very last part of this, I just wanted to say, for best results, make applications in spring and fall and avoid treatments during July and August. So when I read that, I was like, crap. So the rain messed me up, but once I don't like to get on camera and say, I know everything about Fusilade 2, or the opposite, get on and say, I bought this, let's just throw it down. So I began to read the label, I began to do some research, and I saw where it said you want to do applications in spring, earlier spring, or in the fall time, basically right after seeding. So we're not going to be applying it because the label says not to. So I was like, crap, well, I'm going to go through with this video anyways. We'll introduce it when we get into the fall. We talked about, I'm drawing a blank now, the product that Mr. Kevin talked about for Poa annua. I can't even remember. Below in the comments, let me know what that is. We're going to be dealing with that in the fall, but also maybe Fusilade 2. This is what it recommends. As the summer heat continues, as we've mentioned, we got a lot of summer to go. We got all of July, we've got August, and then when we get into September, we'll be overseeding and aerating here in my lawn. Stay tuned to the channel. If you're going to be doing overseeding and aerating in your lawn, mechanical aerating, we're going to be doing that here. And so that'll be the time when the temperatures begin to come down to be able to treat some of this Bermuda. So that's when we'll actually do the application phase of Fusilade 2. But I want to go ahead and talk about it. If you guys are out there, I don't know if you're like me, but here in North Carolina, I see Bermuda grass every year. Last year, I didn't see a ton of it. This year, I've not seen a ton of it until after I came back from vacation, as I mentioned, and we had a lot of die-off, and now Bermuda seems to be popping up, mainly by the bank, mainly by over there in the front yard. Haven't seen too much of it back here, but every now and then I'll see a little strand of it trying to pop up over here on the side. So if you're one like me that has been struggling with, oh my gosh, I got all this Bermuda, and it's a lot of it. If you're seeing a strand here, a strand there, to be honest, is it really worth buying an $87 product to just spot treat a couple strands of Bermuda? In my opinion, no. But if you're somebody like Pete Denny of GCI Turf, you guys have seen his videos. He is very particular. He wants it all to be fescue. He wants it living. He wants the best for his lawn, and that's totally fine if you have the budget and the money to do that. So we wanted to cover that today. So it's not a spray video. I'm unable to show you guys application, unable to show you results. That's what I like to do. I like saying, here's our test plot, let's apply it, and then in the same video come back and show you did the product worked. We're unable to do that now based off the label, so I do apologize, but hey, we've gotten the information video. We could reference this in the future right before we go to application phase. So we're talking about Bermuda this Monday, so let me know in the comments below, guys, where are you on Bermuda? Are you seeing it pop up in your lawn? Are you seeing your pre-emergent begin to fade out, and you're seeing a lot of weeds in general in your lawn? Let me know in the comments below. Hats off to you guys. You guys have been on top of it in the comments. I've seen tons of comments coming in, and so I thank you guys for piping up and talking, and hey, this is what I'm looking at. You're having conversations between yourselves. Makes me feel great that I don't even have to get involved in every conversation because you guys are interacting and communicating among yourselves. So thank you so much for talking and commenting. I appreciate that. So thank you so much for tuning in to Video Day. Let me know what you think. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Hopefully we'll have another lawn care video coming out Wednesday. I do want to announce that I am going on a trip to West Virginia to play in a golf tournament up there this coming Friday, Saturday. Well, I'll be leaving to go up there on Friday, so we should be good for videos until Friday. Where we'll be talking about videos for Monday. It may be a special edition, shorter, possibly West Virginia style video, possibly, I don't know. So be looking for that a week from today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Share it with a buddy. Comment below. We'll see you in the next lawn care video. God bless.